Hey, it's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to another episode here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We were able to catch up with Bubba McDowell as he's en route to Dallas, Texas to get ready for this week's Cotton Bowl. So we will switch over and hear from him. We were not able to get the full conversation due to a bad connection, but we were able to bring you Bubba and his insights on the game that was with the victory from Alcorn 23-20. Welcome back to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We have on the line with us head football coach of the Prairie View A&M University Panthers, Coach Bubba McDowell. Coach, welcome to the show, man, and what a win on the road, sir.
Yeah, it was big, man. So proud of these kids, man, sticking together, hanging in there. Like we said, just give ourselves a chance. We can play with anybody, beat anybody, And they said they were gonna do it. They said, "Coach, I got your back." Sure enough, they did what they said they was gonna do for 4 quarters of football. Everybody knows it's always about playing 4 quarters, so that's what we've been preaching on all year.
No doubt about it, man. And I gotta tip my hat off. I know it's a team thing, but The Rock and that defense showed up and showed out, my man.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, Mike, shoot, it was 3 weeks in a row where we shut guys out, shut them down running. Even SMU, that second half, just shut them down with the running part. We just got to get that back in, controlled a little bit better, which I know we will, and they're going forward. But when we decide to get it all together, and then like I said, we will, man, we can be pretty good on both sides of the ball, And that's what we're talking about, putting it all together, which we haven't quite done yet. We're still making even mistakes on offense where we are in a driving position, then boom, next thing you know, something happens, 2 false starts, then now we're back. So we got to correct those little things on both sides of the football. In order to be better, in order just to be where we want to be, and that's better than we've been in the past.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, you talk about this overall team win. With that second half, you got 5 possessions that Alcorn has. They gave up the 150-yard TD play, but other than that, it was shutting down. It was like a dance routine: 1, 2, 3 kick, 1, 2, 3 kick, and positioning yourselves. But to me, the most impressive thing, Bubba, was when the ball was turned over with 4 minutes remaining. This was, to me, a turning point and a sign of a team getting things together.
Absolutely.
On the road. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
They didn't touch it. Right. They did not touch the ball, and you played that thing picture perfect with the chance for Villa Guerrero to kick that thing. And while I'm thinking about it, how much did that thing clip, Bubba, for Villa Guerrero?
I think could have won another. 3 or 4 yards. Yeah. When it got over. Yeah. Maybe another 3.
Okay.
4 at the most. Yeah.
Okay, because I know we were talking at the precinct. You said you trust him from 48, and you talking about understanding your personnel. He was 46 yards. And I know we just asked you a question, but I want it while it's fresh on my mind right here. What was going through your mind for that final kick?
Well, sure. I mean, I knew that's why we switched. Instead of putting Villa Gomez in, me and Coach Frank were like, no. But I was just about to say, no, we're gonna put Gigi and Guerrero in and let him, because he was kicking it longer, even in the pregame, in that during pregame. So I was like, no, I'm going with him. So, and again, I knew we just had to get him in there. He hadn't kicked anything all year long, really. I mean, only kicking he's been doing really is kickoff. And we brought him in for that reason, for kickoff, and and for those long field goals like that. And man, it was good for him to have the confidence to step it up and go in there and make that kick. Because even he and Villa Gomez, both kickers been kind of hurting with the growing issue for the last 2 weeks. So again, I think Villa Gomez again was a little bit nervous after that first miss, and and I decided to go with Gigi is what we call him, and he was ready to go. And man, when it went through, it was just like PSU game. Threw my help costume, hat off, everything off. Guys falling on, we all falling to the ground. But it was a great win, and I knew too, man. Like you said earlier, when that 4 minutes were left, they scored that quick. I thought, yeah, we got a chance now. We got a chance. And I told one of the guys, coach, I said, oh yeah, they scored too fast. So I said, here we go right here. And that's what we work on all week long, on that Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Now, we know this game is a game of emotion. Guys are really feeling good about themselves to go in hostile territory. Now, you, the hardest working man in the SWAC, at least this week alone, Coach, you're now in Dallas getting ready for another big conference game. What's the message to the team? I know it's one game behind you. Enjoy it, but we still got work to do, right?
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry. Say it again. I missed that whole conversation.
No, it's okay. You said we still got work to do, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Again, Mike, we got to put it together. And like I tell guys, great win, but still, I want to get to the point where we can put everything together. And we're hitting on all 8 and 12 cylinders, and just see how good we can be. But we got to stop shooting ourselves in the foot. I know with the long touchdowns, the missed tackles again, that caused the touchdown. And actually, with offense, again, putting ourselves in position, then, we take 1 step forward and 5 steps backwards. So we can correct those mental things. I think we can be pretty dominant. We're moving the ball. We're moving the ball.
Yeah, you moving the ball with anybody. And when I say anybody, I do mean anybody. But the thing that makes me as a supporter, fan, sports coverage guy, and I know it's got to run you crazy with the coaching and leading these guys, as you say, imploding and shooting themselves in the foot, especially in that last drive. 2 false starts in the last minute. You're like, wait a minute. And I know I'm be called Debbie Downer sometimes, but I just try to look at the whole aspect of everything because, like you said, you want one clicking piece where there's no reason for anybody to be even close to you. He had 3 personal penalties.
Yeah,
and
exactly. That as well.
Yes, sir. He had 11 penalties total, and not saying that Alcorn is not a good team, but on most days, you can't beat good teams like that.
No, and we knew going into this game, I told guys, we're going into a hostile environment. I don't care how you look at it. We hadn't beat these dudes last several years, man, or Mississippi team last 6 or 8 years. I'm like, we know this is going to be a battle, and we just got to be able to stand what it is they're going to throw at us and come on home with this victory. And they did just that, They took it to heart, man, and, when it was time to go down and score and put the game, put the ball through the uprights and win the game, we did that. But absolutely, man, because we get, just like SMU. We go back to that, several times where we had those guys stop and boom, missed tackle or 2 personal fouls and gave them first downs. And same thing with offense. We had multiple false starts when we were in position. And again, as you said, good teams, really good teams, you can't do that because you're not going to win if you continue to do that. So we got to get those corrected, man. We got to get them corrected really fast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, you don't have much time because, as you said, really fast. Grambling coming off an impressive win at home against Texas Southern. They're looking like they're coming alive offensively. Is that a concern for you guys this week as you square up?
Absolutely, Mike. I'm telling you something. It's always a concern. Any school in the SWAC, especially in the West, nothing against the East, but man, I tell guys all the time, the beginning of the season, you just never know with the SWAC teams, and you got to come ready to play because you never know what you're going to get. And as we continue to go forward, throughout the season, every team gets better. Every team gets better. So, they got to be on their P's and Q's. We got to be on our P's and Q's, dot the I across the team and play 4 quarters of football. And the team that does that the best, is going to win the game. So we take no one for granted. I know others have taken us for granted, and that's kind of stuff I tell those guys. Look, this is what they put y'all at the beginning of the year, and they fuel off that. And I'm glad that they see it and they use it to fuel their system, to go out there and compete, and that's what they're doing, and I love that part about it, and more importantly, they're doing it as a team.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Bubba, look, you'll appreciate this from old school to another old school. You need to find the song "I Got 5" on it, and just let that play around in the locker room. You know what I
got you.
You know what I'm saying? And just
know what that means.
I know. And we're not talking about the negative part. We're just talking about the 5 because we were picked number 5 coming out of the West. But just let that marinate in them. Yeah, I got 5 on it. You can pick me 5 if you want to, but we're gonna play above that 5 and just keep on grinding.
And we do thank Bubba McDowell for taking time out of his busy schedule as they are setting up for the festivities this week from Dallas, Texas. Be sure to join us live right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network for the kickoff between the Grambling State Tigers and the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. You guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.